Hi everyone, we're back at at the beginning of this afternoon for the second day of the spring conference. And today we're talking with Richard from Homeflash. He's gonna present us a little bit of his company. It's not the first time we see you, Richard, but I think I think there's still some questions about your product. So I'll just invite anyone in the call. If they want to talk, if they want to ask a question directly, they can use the raise hand button. Uh, if not, if they just want to write their questions, that works too. You can use the Q&A section in the call. And just so you know, we're also live on YouTube for this presentation, so we might have questions there. I'll try and keep an eye on it. But yeah, so with all that being said, I just need to thank ScreenCo being main presenter of this Sprint conference. And here you go, Richard, up to you.
All right. Thank you very much, Adrian. I'd like to thank everybody for attending the Spring Conference 2021 and this product showcase on Homeflash. Certainly welcome any questions. I'll give out some of our contact information for those who may want to write it down and perhaps have a question after the showcase. You can simply email info@homeflash with your questions, and we'll be happy to respond and get back to you as soon as we can. So once again, continuing forward, just like to welcome everybody who's out there in the Zoom land to the Spring Conference 2021. My name is Richard McLaughlin. I'm the principal here at Homeflash. Our company has been offering and manufacturing and delivering systems that are used exclusively for the installation of fenestration, windows, and doors. Our company had developed and continues to manufacture a system that we feel is on the leading edge of technology when it comes to the installation of windows and doors. For those out there that have experienced building envelope failures, window wall interface failures, and have become frustrated with the dated technology that we see around us still to this day. We're going to address some of those failures, the rationale behind it, and talk a lot about the Homeflash product. And again, if you have any questions, info@homeflash.com. My background, just a little bit so that I can offer a little bit of history to the reason that we developed and engineered this system, was involved in the warranty component of new home construction, single and multifamily. Back in the day, probably occupied 70% of my time and budget when it came to warrantying new home construction. Window wall failures were number one by far. I don't have to tell many of you out there, it occupied a lot of our budget, a lot of our resources. So moving forward, we knew that the window installation of the day was not working. Flanged, non-flanged doors, windows, it was not working. I'm happy to report that because and due to those failures, there's new legislation in place. There's a building code that outlines how to install a window or door. But getting back to the installation, we noted that the problems were involved primarily the flanged windows, but also brought in some of the non-flanged insert style of window. Papering, we saw just a wide array of papering detailing. We saw basically zero sill pan flashing systems put in place. And for those out there familiar with sill pans, it is the last line of defense. So we wanted to take a good look when we developed a Homeflash and offer a sense of comfort in that we were going to offer the industry a catch, drain, dry, and deflect type of a system. Our sill pan system, moving on to the product itself, is quite revolutionary. It's a one system, does all. It's a rolled product. When installed, it offers you a slope. No longer do you have to puncture that membrane on the slope sill with Homeflash. Our shims are self-adhering. They're PVC. So for those out there that are putting a stereotypical membrane across your sill or partially across your sill, you're utilizing an OSB or a plywood type of back dam, or perhaps you're not using a back dam. Perhaps you're using OSB or some kind of a plywood shim and nailing it on. That's not going to work. With the Homeflash system, and forgive me, we have to just add in a power source here. I've been so busy of late, My laptop is running low.
No problem.
There we go. We're back. Sorry about that. So
There you go.
continuing on, we noticed that a lot of the installations going back didn't incorporate a sill pad. There was an array of paper being used around the window, just a whole host of details that were being done that continued to contribute to the failure of a window wall interface. So we developed the Homeflash system, one stop, covers the sill, it's pre-insulated. It's already sloped to a 6-degree slope. The shims, as I outlined earlier, we've incorporated a PVC self-adhering shim. No need to nail your shims on and puncture your waterproof membrane. We've incorporated the gussets that can be that are twofold, two different kinds. We've used a peel and stick type of traditional membrane for the corner gussets, or we have a liquid applied membrane that's been very effective. The component has been tested to several ASTM standards that are specific to window wall interfacing. And if you'd care to obtain those test results, we can certainly make them available to you. But again, our sill pan system is revolutionary. 75-foot rolls, cut it, put it in place. The shims are self-adhering. If I sound like a broken record, it's because it's been working phenomenally. Our clients over the many years have experienced virtually zero failures at the window wall interface. Our complete system, in addition to the Homeflash sill pan flashing, includes a door sill pan. It may not be identical to the Homeflash window sill pan, but it offers some very unique characteristics. Waterproof membrane. We've laminated onto the membrane, which by the way is 18 inches in width, a closed cell foam that you simply attach down, trim out your gussets in the corners, again with either the liquid applied or the peel and stick. Now, when the door threshold being metal typically is set on that, it compresses our foam gasket and eliminates the through wall airflow that occurs. And for those building science people out there, when you eliminate either the airflow, the water, or the penetration, you are going to be eliminating a lot of the risks that you are obtaining or getting as a result of either a hole or water. So the door sill pan has a closed cell foam backing, the threshold sits on it, the corner gussets are trimmed out. Again, very revolutionary, a one-piece design. Couple that with our window sill pan flashing, and the sills for either your doors or windows are covered. And incidentally, whether you are using a flanged or non-flanged fenestration product, the Homeflash system works well. Now, on that topic, I'm hearing a lot of people out there saying, well, Richard, with your sloped sill plate or sill, how do we insulate it? Your back dam prevents us from getting a spray foam into our sill. I don't believe that the code references whether or you should or shouldn't insulate your sill area. But I draw an analogy like this. At Homeflash, we recommend you do not spray foam only your sill area. Our closed cell foam, when you look at our product, eliminates the need for that. Secondly, why would you place a pail under a leak and then fill the pail with foam and expect it to catch and drain the water out? So subsequently, with the Homeflash system, there is no need to spray foam your sill area and virtually eliminate the benefits of a catch, drain, and dry system. Moving on to the perimeter of the installation with our Homeflash system, we have two different membranes that we utilize for the vertical jams, peel and stick type of application. Again, going to our website, you will see this. And one of the foundation or cornerstones for the Homeflash system is we wanted to ensure that we were compliant with the CSA A440 as it currently stands today. Some of the questions that we're tackling in some of our technical groups around the country is how and where to spray foam the jam. There's a couple of different thoughts on that. On the cold side of the wall, which is the exterior, 2 inches of that area, but we're also seeing some people that want to do it on the interior, kind of as a backer rod. The bottom line that we've discovered with some of our testing is that whatever you do, do not spray foam the entire rough opening of your window cavity. What we discovered with our testing occurs is you're redirecting that incidental water that enters into your rough opening and redirecting it in a number of other areas that are not good. We want that water to flow freely to our sill pan, our last line of defense, and have it directed safely outwards. Whether your exterior or primary plane is stucco, brick, siding, hardy board, we want to redirect that water out from the second plane of protection safely. So that tackles a little bit about the spray foaming and some of the questions that we're receiving from our many clients about how and where to spray foam. Again, to recap, do not spray foam the entire RO is our opinion, but again, there's some ongoing testing that will hopefully flesh out where exactly to apply your spray foam to ensure that you're not redirecting or impeding the flow of water safely out of your wall assembly. That, coupled with the Homeflash window and door system, gives you a sense of comfort, a sense of doing due diligence and complying with building codes. And again, I'm not going to pretend for a moment that I know every regional or provincial building code, but I am somewhat familiar with the CSA document, what's being done in Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, and Ontario. I know has some details reflecting the second line of protection and ensuring that water, or beg your pardon, that the detailing and construction of the wall assembly and any penetration allows for the capture and the redirection of incidental water coming into contact with that second plane of protection. Again, getting back to the Homeflash a little bit, some of our testing, our pedigree involves many ASTM testing standards that are again specific to capture, directing, or redirecting water safely outside the wall. So Homeflash is morphing into something beyond our expectations in terms of a full system for the installation of a flanged and non-flanged window and door. We're very excited. When we did our last product showcase, the feedback was terrific. We're really seeing a lot of positive responses. We're receiving a lot of questions, and we expect nothing but upward growth. Across the country, we're seeing a lot of interest from companies that didn't give much attention to the specific details of a window installation and how it related to code. We're certainly hearing a lot of nightmare stories about, well, I had one window failure. It cost me a tremendous amount of money, not to mention the litigation and the bad press. I can't tell you how many times I've had the conversation with builders, window installers, and they've spent a great deal of resources, time, money, and marketing to throw it all out the window, no pun intended, by not ensuring that high performance window, low E argon gas, was poorly installed. If you're buying a professional, well-built, well-constructed window fenestration product, you should ensure that the installation, at the very least, meets minimum building code and has all the boxes checked to catch, drain, and dry any incidental water that gets into your wall assembly. And for a moment, if I may, getting into your wall assembly. For a number of years, and it still continues to this day, I've had a lot of clients that have approached me and asked my opinion on, well, Richard, we see a lot of water still getting into our wall assemblies. It's causing us grief. Tell us what we're doing wrong with our window. Some of the discoveries that I've made is it's nothing to do with the window wall interface, but we also see water penetrating the wall assembly at rim joists, deck nailers, roof tie-ins, where the detailing in these areas haven't been performed to the specifications of perhaps your building science professional. Bottom line is we've had water entering these areas, cascading down in the wall assembly and presenting itself at the head of the rough opening of the window, subsequently down to the sill, down to the second floor, and if it's a walkout or two-story or whatever the case may be, we've seen water entering in these other zones of a wall assembly and presenting itself at the weakest point, which has been the rough opening. So Homeflash has developed a system. We tackle the window wall interface, but from a consulting standpoint, in the bigger picture of a building envelope, ensure that the details of your rim joists, deck nailers, roof lines, etc., are done just as well, because water is entering in those areas and presenting itself in the wall assembly. So the Homeflash system has done a lot of research. We've got a lot of history, a lot of background. When we're presenting our products to you, whether you're a building science professional, whether you're a window manufacturer, a professional installer, or a builder, we're here to offer you a broader scope of expertise beyond just the installation of the window. We're a Canadian manufacturer, I'm very proud to say, so you're buying products designed for the Canadian climates. Whether you're in Vancouver or on the East Coast, the Homeflash system is here, tested, designed, great track record. We're here to help you and answer any questions you may have. We're not the magical wand, but we're doing our very best for the industry today. I should mention as well that I'm working with a number of other stakeholders across the country, and I'm happy to report that we are in the midst of creating a window installation certification program. Not to be confused with a renovation component, but Homeflash is participating in the creation of a window installation certification under Part 9 for new build construction. If you have any questions, concerns, or things you'd like to share, please, you can pass that through to me at info@homeflash.com. We'd love to hear what you have to say about improving the installation of fenestration products, no matter who you are, what's your involvement in, because we feel it's long overdue to have a course specific for a professional window installer for the new build arena. Anyway, I've probably missed out on a lot of things, forgive me, but if you have questions as we move along, please send them to, again, either info@homeflash.com or me personally, richard@homeflash.com. Once again, thanks everybody. Stay safe, and I think we can see some light at the end of the tunnel. This is a good light at the end of the tunnel. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot. So thanks everyone, and hope to see you a little bit later this afternoon too. So we don't have questions right now. So as you said, they're gonna redirect your questions. And thanks again to our sponsors. Thanks to Homeflash for this presentation, and hope to see you in person soon.